Hi everyone. So today I'm going to start some growing projects. Okay, so what you need is something to grow. I'm growing some sunflowers, some marigolds, and some zinnias. They come in these cute little containers that have the soil and the seeds in them. And I'm going to repurpose my plastic bottles. I'm going to cut them so I can use them as trays so the water doesn't drip everywhere. Okay. I'm going to put the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. Get scissors. You can measure how far up the pot's gonna be. So I'm gonna cut to this line because my little pots are small. If you want to make it extra safe, you can use a bit of tape and just tape up the edges so nobody gets scratched by them. Let's open one. Perfect. So now I can water it and it won't get all over my windowsill. I'm going to do that 2 more times. If you don't have little pots, you can also just use the water bottle as your little pot. So you can just cut it any height you want and then just put the soil into it directly. Flower pot number 2, 1 more. What's really fun is that the leftover piece, the top end of the bottle, you can also reuse as a game. This is a great game to catch balls in, or cotton balls. You throw the cotton balls in there and you run around and you try to catch it inside your tube. It's pretty difficult, but it's a great hand-eye coordination game. All right, so the directions, there's directions on it. It says, place the soil pellet in a bowl or cup. Add approximately 3 tablespoons of lukewarm water. So we're gonna take our stuff out and look, inside is this little pellet of soil. I'm gonna put it in this bowl and we're gonna watch what happens when I put water in. So the kids can help you with this part too. One, 2, 3. This is a tiny spoon, so I'm gonna add a little bit extra water. All right. What's gonna happen to our soil? And I'm gonna do that with all of them. So we're gonna check back in about 5 minutes and see what happens to all the pellets. We have 3 flower pots and 3 things, and then we'll just divide it up. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 extra ones because it's a small one. All right, we'll check back in a few minutes. So it hasn't been a full 5 minutes, but I wanted to show you what happened to our pellets. Look at that. They are getting extra big. Now they look like little brownie bites. It looks like once you've touched them, they're not quite soft enough to break up yet. So we're gonna add a little bit more water and see what happens. I also wanted to show you a trick you can do with straws. If you have straws at home, have them put their straw in the water and then cover one end with their finger. And it's gonna hold up the water. And then they can let it go. This is a fun way for them to water plants without overwatering, because the straw only holds a little bit of water at a time. You can have them do counting, so you can go like, do 3 times. So you can go 1, 2, 3. And you can add math into helping. They can help garden and do math at the same time. All right, we'll check back again in a few minutes when the soil's ready. We're back again. And one of the soil pellets was now easy to crumble, whereas the other 2 still look like brownie bites. But they did do this really cool thing. Look at that. They split into 2. So it's going to be a little bit longer until we can put in our seeds, but we'll check back in a few minutes. All right, so you can see I've chopped up all of our soil into little bits. Now it kind of looks like crumbled brownies, but it's not for eating, it's soil. And I cut out all the little pictures on the cards so I can remember what kind of seeds are growing inside of it. We're gonna scoop some soil into each. I'll start out with some 2 in each, that way to make sure it's even. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna add short videos. I'll probably take pictures each day, and then I'll make a little collage video and upload it to YouTube about once a week so we can see what is going on with these plants. Hope that you guys are enjoying the little spoon. This is actually a teaspoon. I use it for my pretend play with the kids. All right, now that we got soil in all of them, now we're gonna add the seeds. Okay, so these are zinnias. We're gonna put it in the one that has the picture of the zinnias. And it says you should only add 5 of each type. Oh, these are going to be fun. These are what zinnias look like. So we're going to make a little hole. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put the rest back in here. And you can just use the extra seeds. If you have extra seeds in your packet, you can save them for another time, or you can go take them outside and just throw them around and see what grows in the wild. So we're going to cover up, make sure it's all covered up. That's our zinnias, they're all done. Next, sunflowers. These are sunflower dwarf ones. I'm going to tear it from the bottom. That way I can remember what's inside of it. Ooh, these ones are cute seeds too. These are what dwarf sunflowers look like. So we find the one that has sunflower on it. And these ones I'm just going to press into the soil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure they're all covered with the soil. Might want to pat it down a little bit, but not too hard. Okay. Okay, so those ones are done. I could put the extra one back in there. You could also probably grow other things too, like vegetables. Tomorrow I need to get some soil, but I have a top of a carrot that I'm gonna try growing too. This one is the marigold. Oh. So marigolds look a lot different than. So these are marigolds. As you can see, marigold seeds just look like little sticks. So we're gonna find the one that has the marigold picture on it. We're gonna put the seeds in. Oh, that was 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we want to cover the seeds with the soil. That one back in there. Okay, let's see what's next. It says after place the seeds on top of the soil, lightly press the seed into the soil, place in a sunny location. Keep the soil moist. And when the plant is 3 inches tall, then we can transplant it. That means we're going to take it out of these little pots and put it into a bigger pot. All right, so we're going to make sure that the soil is going to stay wet. So we're going to add 3 more drops of water. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put my plants up in the windowsill so that it can get some sunlight. When we stay at home and we work, then we can have a little bit of sunshine in our house, just on our windowsill. There it goes. It's just gonna sit there so I can see it every day while I'm working. So I'll see you guys again later. Bye.